Blog Talk Radio.
Project JCSX.
We make money. Pay attention.
Get ready.
Well. What's up? If it is Friday, 4 o'clock in the p.m. Central Daylight Time, then you know what time it is. It's time for 30JK to be on the air. How are you doing? The phone number here, ladies and gentlemen, of 30JK Nation is 347-857-2310. That's 347-857-2310. Let's get on up, everybody. Thank God it's Friday. Come on. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. My audience, 30JK Nation. Oh my gosh. You are in for a very special treat today. Yes. Woo! Okay, sit down. Are you sitting down? Oh my gosh, because you will not believe who just stepped in the building today. Ladies and gentlemen of 30JK Nation, I have a very special treat because all the way from LA via Vancouver, British Columbia, is somebody you know and love very well. You know her as Artemis on Supernatural with CW. And you also know her from the Flash Gordon reboots. But most importantly, if you like cartoons as much as I do, there's this cartoon called Trolls. And in this, there are 5 best friends: Ruby, Sapphire, Topaz, Amethyst, and yes, the goth troll of them all, Onyx. They together make up BFFL, the best friends for life. And I happen to have this voice right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Onyx von Trollenberg herself. Give it up for Ms. Anna Van Ho.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. This is for you, Anna.
That's pretty impressive. Color me flattered.
And I believe Onyx von Trollenberg will be here later on in the program. So everybody listen for the last word because you never know what's going to happen around here. Give it up for Anna. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right.
My pleasure. It's good to be here.
All right, sit down. Okay. All right.
All right.
Anna Van Hooft. Am I pronouncing this right?
Van Hooft. Yeah, the O is long. It's a Dutch thing.
Okay. Now, where did this name come from, actually?
Van Hooft?
Yes.
Well, it's a Dutch thing. My grandparents immigrated to Canada from Holland after the Second World War, and Van anything basically means you're Dutch. Just means from, and then Hooft actually means head. So basically, my last name means from the head.
Oh, so you're like one of those character actresses that don't take no mess.
I guess, is that what it means? My grandfather told me that it meant that we used to be royalty, but to be completely honest, I think that was very wishful thinking on his behalf.
Now, let's talk about your voiceover career. When did it
Sure.
first start?
That's a good question. It's I'm not sure that it, as bizarre as this might sound, I'm not sure that it ever really has started. It was never something that I pursued. I was a musical theater kid, and then that turned into doing film. And then sometimes film agencies will have a voice like sector. Like they'll have somebody who will just cover for voice. And I did one audition once in Calgary when I was a kid growing up, just a general, not for anything in particular, but just like a sort of meet and greet. And then after I moved to Vancouver, my agent was like, hey, do you want to just try this audition? It's for voiceover. I mean, you're not going to book it, but you can see if you like it. And that was a little show called Trolls. And so I did that, and then I booked it. But it's I think I've maybe had 4 or 5 auditions for voice since then. It's not something that I do a lot of.
Wow. Well, my favorite trolls were yours, Onyx, of course, and then there was Ruby Trollman, who was voiced by Chara Zani.
Yeah, Chiara Ziani, yeah. I actually see Chiara every now and then. She's also a film actor. We see each other in audition rooms now and again. She's sweet.
And who would have thought that that would be your signature?
Well, you know what's funny is it's not. So there was 5 of us, right? So there's 5 girls who actually played the different 5 girls. They didn't have anyone double up. And we all kind of were our characters. I think because when you go out for a voice audition, you often will audition for multiple characters. So I don't think I auditioned for all 5 girls, but I auditioned for more than just Onyx. I auditioned for a bunch of them. And, I mean, she's not bossy. Like, Ruby was kind of bossy, but Chiara was sort of like our ringleader. The girl who played Topaz, that is her normal voice. Sapphire, who was the nerd in our show, had like 3 lockers in the high school that she went to because she was on so many different committees and like ran the yearbook, and she had like a 4.0 GPA. And then I played Onyx, and I was like, I am still the dry, sarcastic one. I mean, I was back in high school. I had pink hair and a spiked belt, and, so in a way it wasn't surprising at all because in a way, even though the camera was removed and how we appeared didn't matter anymore, we were still all kind of playing ourselves.
Oh, awesome. Any crazy spells that you got to cast on the show? What were your favorite?
Crazy spells to cast. I don't remember particularly the spells. I remember there were some songs that we got to sing that were always really fun, because that's kind of terrifying, but it is a little fun to be in a recording booth singing because you just get to pretend for 1 minute that you're so much cooler than you are. But I don't remember offhand any of the spells that we got to cast.
There was this one called The Missing Gabi.
The Missing Gabi?
Yeah.
What was it?
I think it's something do your jobby, and then Ruby was like, what? And then you finished it. Help us find the missing Gabi. It was like a toy or something that one of the elders had when they were little.
Oh, really? Oh, neat.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the show in a while. I have a DVD case, but it's not been opened, and I'm too scared to open it in case I lose it or something like that.
Oh, so maybe one of your faithful fans must have gave it to you.
My mother, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, any other ones? Oh yeah, Artemis on Supernatural. How did you get that one?
Yeah. So Artemis, Supernatural shoots in Vancouver, and I live here on and off. Sometimes I live in LA. I go back and forth a lot. But having lived in Vancouver for as many years as I had auditioned for Supernatural, I think, since the first season of it. So by the time I booked Artemis, I was just like, come on. And even when I got to set on my first day, Jensen Ackles was like, oh, yeah, I know who you are. You've auditioned for me a couple of times. And I was like, yeah, I have, like for 3 years. He's like, yeah, I remember you. So that was just normal process of auditioning, booking that. That was really fun. That's the most fun I think I've ever had on a set with Supernatural. The fans are incredible for Supernatural. And that was, I got to play with knives, and I got to do a lot of fighting, and I got to shoot a bow and arrow. You know, these are the things that are very exciting to an actor. You know, you don't just get to stand there and say your lines. There's so much other stuff that we got to do. I got to fight with the boys. Right. Broke my finger. It's fun.
Was Artemis a recurring character on the show?
No. That episode was what they call like a standalone episode, so it didn't tie in strongly to the overarching plots that they have. So they will do that within a season. They'll put some standalone episodes in there, often to give certain regulars a break, so that they can, go back home, or if they need some time off or whatever like that. So they'll put a standalone episode. So unfortunately, it wasn't. It was just a one-off. Although she's not dead, she could always come back. I don't foresee that happening.
She's like one of those magical characters.
Yeah. Goddess. The goddess of the hunt, Artemis.
Right. And now, I want to bring y'all back. I want to bring y'all back to the Flash Gordon days. You remember Flash Gordon in the comic books and the TV, and the movies. And there was this one character you did called Princess Aura.
Princess Aura, I loved her. Yeah.
I think between all of them, I think Princess Aura was the sexiest one.